express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So SMU's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You hear this all the time, but you've got to be able to tackle the catch. Limit yak, right? I know that ball wasn't thrown deep down the field. As soon as that guy caught it, though, down he went.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Gardner. Got a man, it's Warrior. Still on his feet at the 45. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
As a defense, you got to start reading the tea leaves, right? Like, what are they doing to try to attack me? That's back-to-back deep ball shots. This is an offense. They're trying to stretch the field. The defense has got to make sure they're paying attention.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Ball is loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Hold.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So Syracuse's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Nice move. Create some space. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Looking for a man. It's Gardner. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
They booted away. No return coming here. Catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He wants to go deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maybe a bit of a gamble going for it on 4th and short from their own 46. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Okay, ready? Dropping back, it's Gardner. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Orange. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Syracuse 7, SMU 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Wants to throw. It's Gardner. Got his man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Mustangs are flying down the field. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Gandy. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. There's the pressure. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires it incomplete. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A little screen to the running back. On the move at the 30. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Gardner. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Got the big tight end on the corner route. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
A run for the quarterback. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the right. Touchdown, SMU! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out. It's Russ. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Got it behind the line. It's Gandy. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon to the offensive lineman, call it out and pick you up. You could tell did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on 3rd down. Rushes on him. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Syracuse will send out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in at the 40. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got it.
Sends it downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Gardner. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Orange will have to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. That's caught. It's Gandy. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on the game.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Syracuse, with that legacy of running backs, just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time. Plows through the defense.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Makes the grab. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They took their time out of the game, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ballgame.
Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives them some breathing room. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Gardner. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gandy. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
And that's another first down.
Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Under fire. He's going to take off. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Setting up the screen. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. The give to the lone running back. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, SMU. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas A&M is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in College Station. They're trailing by 21 to Tech.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, give on the inside. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He'll throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll run it. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Gives it on the option. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're seeing on both sides, really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Gandy. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really...
Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches, finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking for a man. It's Gardner. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab over the middle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Now the pitch. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Caught over the middle. It's Burrow. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. back to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab inside the 30. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cuse.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. The play action fake. Unloads it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, running back on the move. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Ready to fire from the pistol. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Gardner. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the It's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive way to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Mustangs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to...
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Allen. Slings it downfield. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Back open in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. On his way back from the 20. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The Orange will have to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch at the 35. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Fires to the big fella, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it.
On the double. Here we go.
Looking downfield, it's Allen. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation. Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they